Well, hey guys. Hi, Brent Abel here, webtennis.com. Hope you're having a great evening, day, wherever you are right here in the Palm Springs area. The desert of California, what do we got? We got about 5:20 out here on Tuesday evening, November 5th. Hope you're having a great day. I hope you had a great day. You're about to, wherever you are, again, somewhere on this planet. Anyway, guys, listen, I want to kind of let you know about what what Jeff and I have been up to over at goldballhunting.com this week. And we've been really talking a lot about how to confidently hit 4 or more high quality shots in a row in every point, without the frustration of making another bonehead error, right? And that's really, that is why we don't win matches, right? Is because we're not getting to 3 or 4 plus or more shots, right? And we're not talking about just pushing the ball around, and we're also not talking about having to hit, Fed-like forehands or Rafa-like shots. We're just talking about hitting high-quality shots that at worst keep the point neutral, but that where you feel confident that, you could hit another one. You could hit another 2 if you had to, unless you get a real fat sitter, right? Your opponent finally gives you a real fat sitter, and apologies for the lights on top of the ceiling here. They're reflecting. Anyway, but and it's just frustrating. And so one of the things that helped me when I worked with Tom Stowe back in the day was, he really helped me with sort of 3 principles. I call them fundamentals, whatever. It's kind of a buzz term, but they're really principles that on every shot that you've got to have. And today's Tuesday, Thursday, Jeff and I are going to kind of share what those are on this Thursday. But I just want to give you guys a little heads up that, if you're not hanging out with us over at Gold Ball Hunting, that you should be, only if you're a tournament player or you're a league player or someone who's super competitive, right? Someone who really and truly wants to get better as a player. Tournament players, those guys and gals, right, who are playing tournaments, maybe not getting through the first or second rounds and really getting frustrated there and want to start, getting some wins under the belt, tournament after tournament. And the same thing with league players, again, guys and gals who are playing a lot of league stuff, but they're stuck. They're stuck at this level, and they really want to bump themselves up to that next rating label. And that's really what Jeff and I are focused on over at goldballhunting.com. If you're just strictly a social player, kind of looking for quick fixes, tips, if you will, we're probably not the right coaches for you, because we're really sort of bringing to you the things that actually work. And, a lot of the stuff that's being taught out there is sort of just copied from, well, here's what Fed does. Here's what Rafa does. Great. We all love to kind of look at this stuff and kind of pick it apart and go, wow, it's great. But for the rest of us, if you really want to win, then we got to get realistic about how to do that. Most of the time, it's not about technique. It's about not grinding through hours and hours and days of technique and trying to perfect it. You can do that, but it's not going to really, in the short term, it's not going to help you win more matches. And so really what we're trying to help you guys with over at goldballhunting.com is trying to get your mind right about how do we reduce your skill level range, right? One day you go out and you play okay, you play pretty well, top your skill level. The next day you go out and you kind of lay an egg, you're down here. Really what we got to help you do is bring the bottom up to the top so that every day when you go out, whether it's singles and or doubles, you are confident that you know how you're going to play that day. Maybe not at the very top of your skill level range each and every day, but so close to it that you give yourself a chance to play your best tennis each time you go out. And that's when you build confidence, right? That's when you really honestly build some great confidence in your game, not only knowing how you're going to play that day, but also throughout the match. And you should start you make better shot choices. One of the kind of the buzzwords I've been on lately is let's just be less stupid out there, right? I know from my own tournament play over the, several decades that when I try to get too smart, when I try to get too cute, when I try to do too much stuff, it doesn't work out and I lose. And so for me, that's just being stupid. If I can be less stupid, what happens is good stuff happens. It ends up kind of being that 4 plus or more, consistent, confident shot maker, point after point after point. So look, tomorrow, guys, today's Tuesday. Today we actually talked about, we started yesterday on this topic about how to become a confident, consistent shot maker. Yesterday we really just talked about the one thing that we have to, really try to convince you of. And that it's not about making or spending a ton of time trying to just get better with stroke technique. It's really just about it's being simplified, being paring away the stuff that you don't need. Today, what we kind of got into was that thing about you don't have to be a tactical genius out there. Too often what happens is players have got a pretty good forehand, right? Or they got a workable backhand, but they're not content with hitting the same shot over and over and over again. Again, this is all conditioned upon they don't get like some kind of crazy opportunity that where they could really do some damage. But if you don't have that opportunity, what's the problem with taking the same slice backhand, going cross court, where worst case, right? Worst case, you don't give the guy or the gal the advantage. They're going to get to it. But what's wrong with hitting four in a row over there rather than thinking, well, I got to be a tactical genius, right? I got to go one there. I got to go one up the line. I got to drop one over here. I got to do something goofy. And the more you try to have variety, you know what happens? And variety could be spin type, variety could be location, all those different things. And the more variety you have, the chances start to really go off the charts that you're going to make a bonehead error. And that is where we get frustrated. So look, I mean, I guess the message for today is stop trying to think that you need to be a tactical wizard, that you've got to have all kinds of different shots in your bag. I'm telling you, I've won so many matches at, I just got back from Croatia, Umag. And I played over there in the World Cup for the USA and the senior team. And the red clay over there, I knew that, look, I can just out this guy. I can absolutely out rally this guy if I need to, unless he gives me something really fat and juicy where I'm going to come in and do some damage. You know what? I'm just going to keep wearing out that one spot over there until I get that opportunity. And, once you have that mindset that it's okay to stay in the point, you do not have to look for the exit. Let that guy over there. Let that guy over there go ahead and look for the exit first. I mean, I think about some of the old school guys like Agassi, like Andre, or like Sampras, and we even see it today lots of times. But I'm thinking about Agassi when Brad Gilbert got together to coach Andre. He was the one who just said, look, you can wear these guys out by hitting the same high percentage cross court shot all day long. Invite them to go for the low risk because they know that you're not going to miss, right? You know that you're content to stay out here all day long. And again, I'm not saying that we're pushing. I'm not saying we're just butting the ball back. We're hitting some high quality shots that are still low risk. And that's when Andre, really became at that time, the best player in the world. And Sampras would do the same thing. Pete would just work the ball over there and invite the guy to go up the line to his forehand. And, Pete arguably had the greatest running forehand, at least that I've ever seen. And he would invite guys, and guys over there would get impatient, try to do too much up the line, either miss or just try to go over there, and Pete would do some damage with it. So, guys, I want you to feel that you don't need to be a tactical genius to be a consistent, confident shot maker, and avoid the frustration of making another error. Tomorrow we're going to talk about, over at goalballhunting.com, tomorrow we're going to talk about how to become that shot maker, to get the confidence, to get consistent. You don't need a boatload of time. This is not something where you got to go out there for the next 6 months and just grind in the ball machine or grind with a practice partner cross court over and over and over. You just don't need to do that. Jeff and I are going to tell you tomorrow about 4 different things. Is that tomorrow? Wait, I might be getting a little bit ahead of myself. I guess that is not until Thursday. Today's Tuesday. That's gonna be Thursday. Whatever. But anyway, hang in there for the next couple of days with us, because we got some really good ideas for you about how to become a better shot maker and how to really sort of fast track your learning curve on this. Guys, if you're not already on our email list over at Gold Ball Hunting, you ought to be. And here's a couple of reasons why. Number one is we are offering a free coaching call, right? It's just a 10, 12, 15 minutes, whatever we need. But it's a free private coaching call. You, me, and Jeff, we get in the phone and we just kind of talk about, you bring the laundry list of stuff that you think you need to get better at, and we're going to zero in and find one thing that if you were to work on that one thing for the next 30 days, what the other things on that list might become irrelevant. So that's a free coaching call, and we're really going to help you kind of get in the path to start getting the winning results you want, whether it's singles or doubles. And then the other thing is, like I mentioned before about skill level range, Jeff and I did a video months ago about how to reduce your skill level range, right? Some people go, reduce my skill level. No, we're not talking about that. We're talking about the range, right? We're talking about one day you're great, the next day, you're not. We got to tighten this thing up. And so we got a free but private video that we want to give to you on that. So just go over to goldballhunting.com. Just drop in a first name and email address. Click the button over there, and you get access to our online calendar scheduler. Cherry pick a date and time that works best for you, and you'll also get access to that the private video about how to reduce your skill level range. Guys, hope you got something out of today's little live video. Would love whether you're listening right now or you're watching the recording. Would love for you to go down in the comment section. Let me know what's on your mind, not only about today's topic about how to become a lot more consistent, but what else is on your mind in terms of your game? What can I help you with to start helping you start winning more of your matches, whether it's singles or doubles? And again, I don't care what skill level you're at. It's all relative. The principles of winning in tennis are the same for every skill level. And, stroke technique gets a little better, obviously, as you get to higher skill levels, and shot choices and tactics and strategies get a little more refined, where it's not so much helter-skelter. But would love to hear what's on your mind. Right down below in the description area, let me know. And as always, come on now, got to get out there, help someone else have a great day. Guys, let's do this again. Let's do this again tomorrow.